Captain Cook. If you're watching this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and click that bell so you don't miss any videos. Hey guys, so for the first episode of my series, I'm thinking of making an easy chocolate snap cake. So, first step, you go to your oven, adjust the oven rack to the middle position. So, as you can see, I've already adjusted mine to the middle position. And so now I'm heating it to 350 degrees. So then, let's start baking. So first you need to get a medium-sized bowl. So in the medium bowl, you need to grab a whisk, and we need to get flour. To be precise, we need one and a half cups of it. Okay. 1.5 cups of flour in. And since that's all I'm going to use, after I'm done using my ingredients, I'm just going to put them off to the side. You need to add in 1 cup of cane sugar into the same bowl as the flour. Kind of hard because the thing is so strong. We're going to add in half a teaspoon of baking soda. Not baking powder, so there we go. I'm gonna put this to the side. Whisk this until it's combined. You set this off to a side for a couple minutes. Then you take the large bowl, and then you take your chocolate chips, 1/3 of a cup chocolate chips. You can use any kind of chocolate chips, but I recommend either milk chocolate or dark chocolate, not white chocolate. And then you add in half a cup, I know it's a lot, cocoa powder. Check, slow, And that's to loosen it up so that you can just lightly pour it in. You might want to do this over your thing here. There, then you put it in with the chocolate chips, and then you put your cocoa powder away. Take your whisk and whisk these until the chocolate chips are coated in the cocoa powder. There's gonna be lots of cocoa powder left over in the bowl. Take a liquid measuring cup, which I need to go grab. Have your liquid measuring cup, go over to filtered water, then fill it all the way up till it's full to 1 cup. Like mine, the highest point is 1 cup. Oop, and I need to pour some out. You wanna go over to your microwave, put it in, and as you can see, it's okay if you get messy or anything, you can just clean it up. As I just spilled some water, so. Then heat that for about 1.5 minutes. When it's starting to steam a little bit, then you want to take it out. So, as you can see, I'm holding a towel because it can get really hot. You start slowly pouring it in little by little, and then the warm water is going to start to melt the chocolate chips and mix in the cocoa powder. You need to whisk it till it's smooth. Then, when you're done, you need to set it aside for about 5 to 10 minutes to let it cool. Okay guys, so now it's been about 5 to 10 minutes, so now I'm gonna get our cooled chocolatey water. Here it is. And then we're gonna add 2/3 of a cup mayonnaise. I know it sounds weird adding mayonnaise into a cake, but ooh, that's fresh mayonnaise. So now I'm gonna get this and start putting it into the 1/3 of a cup that I have. Since I have this full, I'm gonna put it in here, and I'm gonna need to do this one more time. There. Then you wanna whisk it in until it's fully mixed in. And then you wanna take an egg and some vanilla. So first you wanna crack your egg in. Alright, there's the egg. You want to add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Remember, teaspoons, not tablespoons. 1. Now 2. And if it's looking kind of like that with like little chunks of mayonnaise, that's how it's supposed to be, so don't worry. And now you want to whisk it all together and slowly add in the flour mixture little by little. Whisk it all in until there's no dry flour visible, and then keep doing that until, I just got some of that out. And now I'm gonna keep mixing this in until every last bit of flour is in. And try pushing some of the bottom up because it could be some of the dry flour could be hiding at the bottom, and then that'll make your cake taste weird. So after it's fully mixed like this, now you want to grab your pan, and then you need to get some parchment paper. There. Get it off. And then it's a little bit, if you put it on again, it seems a little bit too big. Get some scissors and trim it until it looks like it's the right size. So now that you got it the perfect way, then you want to push it down and so that it's flattened. Then you want to take your cake batter and then slowly pour it in. And if it's uneven, don't worry, it'll spread out. And if it doesn't spread out, you can just get a spatula and flatten it out. Okay, there we go. Alright, so as you can see, I got it a little bit messy, but that's fine because baking's all about getting messy. I mean, you get flour all over you and all that. And if the parchment paper is starting to move around, and that's gonna be fine, even though it's gonna bake so it has the crinkles in it, it's fine. I'm gonna take my cake, I'm gonna set it down so I can get my oven mitts for pulling out the middle rack. So then I'm gonna open up this, pull out the middle rack, and put down my cake. So you want to let it cook from 38 to 42 minutes, and then we'll see you then. Okay, so it's been about 38 to 42 minutes. Let's go check on the cake. Remember, safety first. Put on your mitts so you don't burn yourself. Now, I'm gonna take out my cake, put it up here, and just before turning off the oven, I'm going to take a toothpick. Remember, you want to get all four corners. Okay, it looks like ready. There's a few crumbs sticking, and that means it's gonna be really good. So now, you want to set it off to the side and let it cool for about 2 hours. Now that your cake is cooled, you should take it and transfer it to a serving dish or a plate that you want to have it on. Then, you should take your parchment paper, and if there's little pieces, you should snap them. So next, you want to get some powdered sugar, and you also want to get a sifter. Start putting your powdered sugar into the sifter. Might get a little bit messy. Start just lightly just tapping the edge. So it kind of looks like snow falling. So, still safety first. Ask an adult to help you cut off a piece, then bam, you have a perfect snack. This is Captain Cook signing off. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you don't miss out on any more delicious treats that you can make.